I'm Mattei from matteirealty.ca. I'd like to discuss something that we keep getting asked lately, foreclosure power of sale. So foreclosure is usually done in the States. It's the right to sue a previous owner to take their house from them. And if there's profit to be made, the owner keeps it. Not very common in Canada that occurs. The courts frown upon it. What they prefer is to sue for the right of just the power of sale. So basically, you cover the costs above you and your own cost to sell the property. Now, power of sale, again, is a process whereby if there's equity left over, it goes to the original owner, which is why the Canadian system prefers that. It has less malice to it. But there's something called right of repayment. So first mortgage only has to pay what's above them, which is taxes. Second mortgage has to pay everything above them. Let me give you a scenario really quick. Got a house worth $1.5 million a couple of years ago. First mortgage is $1 million even. Second mortgage is for 400 grand. It's $1.4 million in debt. By the way, that's not uncommon. Fast forward a couple of years now. Now the house is worth $1.3 million, not $1.5 million, which puts the second mortgage underwater by at least 100 grand, not counting months of non-payment and costs. So follow me on this. The second mortgage would prefer to take the property to power of sale because they at least stand a chance to try and push to recoup some of their losses. If the first mortgage takes the property to power of sale, they have to demonstrate that they've done their due diligence to sell for the highest amount. But if they see an offer that covers their costs, they are not obliged to pay off the second. What's scary is, or upsetting, is now we're starting to see big banks bring homes to power of sale here in the Toronto area. What that means is people who are approved for A lending are starting to lose their home, and that's unfortunate. What it also means is these larger banks are starting to realize as equity drops, they need to be proactive to cover their original debt. So power of sale is really the system that's used here in Canada. Well, you should also know every power of sale comes with a group of terms by the lender, and they're not for the faint of heart. Usually you have to close quickly. You have to assume tenants or squatters if they happen to show up before closing. You have to assume any liens or encumbrances. It used to be under the Power of Sale Act, they'd have to clean up a lot of those things. But I'm seeing terms where, as a buyer, you're on your own. I've been involved with them before quite a bit. I know a lot of people think, well, there's a good deal to be had. Yes, if it's the first lender. Okay, for the reason I told you, because they have less stress on them to manage the costs, but you have to be prepared to take it at their terms. Now, if you have more questions, that was just a brief look at the situation. Please don't hesitate to contact me. I'm Mattei from matteirealty.ca. Have a great day.